everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about how to generate your GIF stickers into an AR experience by using the Adobe Aero, which is another Adobe software, belongs to the Adobe company. Yeah, so if you don't have the Adobe Aero yet, you're going to your Creative Clouds. Yeah, so the Creative Cloud is supposed to be on your computer, and here are all the available software belonging to Adobe, so you should be able to download them for free. Yeah, so for Adobe Aero, you can see this is the logo of the arrow. So this is the software we'll need to download and use for this project. Yeah, so I already installed it, so if you haven't, you can scroll down and find it through here. So here are the software I haven't installed yet. Yeah, so you can install any of them you need. For this project, you will find a arrow, yes, look, listed here, and install it. So this is the way you may install the Adobe Aero. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to talk about, how do you import the GIFs into Adobe Aero? Yeah, so first, this is our Illustrator. So this is the sequence, the GIF sequence of your sticker. So take this one as example. Yeah, so for creating stickers, you imported the PNG into Photoshop. So this is what you are previous doing. So we are going to do the same thing for Adobe Aero. So we got the PNG sequence from the Illustrator, then we will export it. File, export as. So I'm going to use artboard here. Format is PNG. Make sure you got it. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a specific name that will very related to this sticker. I will call it pumpkin. I will just call it like pumpkin beer. Yeah, because the two characters, they are holding the beer, and I'm going to save it somewhere. I created an island calendar for our AR design, so I'm going to save it here. Export. High resolution is high, and let's hit OK. Yeah, so when we go back to our AR folder, we can see these are the PNG sequence we just saved. So the next step is I'm going to select all of them and right click, and I'm going to compress. Now I got this zip. I'm going to rename it as pumpkin beer. Yeah, so this way I'm compressed the 4 PNG file into one zip. Yeah, so we're going to import this zip in Adobe Aero. The next step is we're going to open the Adobe Aero. Yes, you can here Adobe Aero, just open it. Yeah, then we go to create a new file. We will just call it pumpkin AR. So you can give it a name related to your character. Then I'm going to hit OK. Then I got this working space. The next step is we're going to import the zip we just compressed. Pumpkin beer, click and drag. Then you can see the pumpkin beer has been dragged. Yeah, so actually the name is very, very important because we need to know what elements you are working on. So remember, this is called pumpkin beer. Yeah, so you will give a specific name for your design as well. Yeah, so when we got it, you see in the Adobe Aero, it's a 3D working space. You can change the position. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to get the GIF. I want to show the animation of the pumpkin. Next step is we'll click here, Behavior Builder. For the Behavior Builder, that means I will select something to trigger. For example, I will select Start, Action. I will select Play Images. So for the subject, is our pumpkin bear, is our sticker. That means our sticker will play the images, which is the PNG sequence. So if we go to the preview, you can see it's moving, but actually it's not moving very well because it's only moving one time and it's very slow. In that way, for this panel, we can adjust the speed. I want it moving faster, and I want to just play a count. I want it moving couple times, so I can change how many times I want it to move. Preview. You see now it looks better. Yeah, so if I want to loop the animation, I want it to move forever. I will hit here, infinite, and I want it to be smoother, so I click on back and forth. In this way, go to the preview. You can see the animation is looped. Yeah, it's just playing the PNG sequence continually. Yeah, actually in the preview, that means this is what we will see for your AR experience. So when later we create our QR code and we scan it with our phone, this is the thing that will be overlaid into your physical environment. So building the design always make sure you are seeing the preview. Make sure the preview is what you want. Yeah, so if I want to add more some interactive experience, I can set the trigger into type. Subject is always the sticker you are working on, which is the name of the sticker, pumpkin beer. In this way, if we go to preview and we tap it, and it starts to move. Yeah, so which is add an interactive experience between your finger and the elements. Yeah. So usually for the PNG sequence, if you want to make it turn into the GIF, you will play the images. But you can also add some other animation effect, like you can make your sticker bounced. Yeah, and in this panel, you can decide how do you want it to bounce, and how many times do you want it to bounce. Yeah, so let's see the preview first. Yes, and tap it. So you have to click it. You see it's bouncing. Yeah, now it's only bounced one time. So I want it to keep bouncing. So I will click here, the infinite preview. And you can see it's keep bouncing. Yeah, so this is what you will see through your phone later. Right, so this is the AR you just generated. Yeah. So it doesn't mean you only can work on one sticker. If I want to import another sticker, I can go back to my Illustrator. Like this is another sticker belonging to my sticker site. So I will file, export as. I'm going to give another name, pumpkin party. Yeah, you also use the artboards. Only if you click on use artboard, it will get the PNG sequence. Yeah, and I will save it into the AR folder, export, and high quality. Okay, so then I'll go back to my Finder and I go to the AR folder here, and you can see I got my second sticker here, sequence 1, 2, 3, because I have 3 artboard, so I have 3 PNG sequence. Select them all, right click, compressed. So I got my second zip. I'm going to call it Pumpkin Party. Yeah, so you see this name is kind of related to your stickers. So this is the beer, this is the party. So it has to be different and specific, so you know which sticker you are working on. So let's drag the pumpkin party into your Adobe Aero. Drag, you see you got the second one. Yeah, so I can move the first one left a little bit, so they got the proper distance. Yeah, so it's very easy to move in Adobe Aero. Yeah, so for the second one, now I'm working on the second one. So I click on the pumpkin party, right? And I hit trigger. I want to tap it. And if I tap pumpkin party, what happened is it will start play the image. It will start play the PNG sequence. Yeah, so the same thing is I'm going to make it play a couple times, or I just make it play forever, and I make it play back and forth to make it smoother. So I'm going to the preview to see what's happening. Click on party, you see it's moving. Click on the beer, yeah, it's moving and bouncing. Yeah, so for this one, let's actually I think it's too fast, so I'm going to lower down the speed a little bit. Yes, and I'm going to add another effect. Probably I want to make it to that can spin. Let's try to make it spin. Yeah, so you see it's a spin. From here you can change the duration. You can decide how it would spin. So if you change it to X, it will spin in a different direction. Yeah, so whenever you add an effect, and you can try all the list here to see what's happening. Just to try them one by one. That's pretty fun. Yeah, so we'll add a effect, and then you can change how it happening here. You can change the speed, you can change the duration, you can change the count. Yeah, so that's the logical of the Adobe Aero. So you're just building up the interaction. Like you decide how you want your elements to move. You make it bounce. Let's see, and make it bounce and make it spin. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so let's see if I said I want to tap the chairs, but I want to make when I tap the beer, I want the party to disappear. You can also do that. So go back to here to tap, and I add another. I want to hide something. So what do I want to hide? I want to hide the pumpkin party. Yeah, I want to hide the second sticker when I tap on the first one. See, I tap, you see the second one is disappear. Yeah, so you can also try the hide and show. Yeah, I'm going to delete this one. So let's see the preview. Always check the preview to see if you got the effect you like. Yeah, so whenever you're done with your sticker, your AR settings, you can go back to here, share, and let's create a link. So by scanning this link, you will get your AR effect on your phone. It will appear on your phone. But the thing is, you have to download Adobe Aero on your phone first. You have to have this app on your phone. Yes, I believe all the phone can download the Adobe Aero. So if you are using Apple, you go to the Apple Store to search for Adobe Aero. Yeah, I think for the Android, you can go to Android Store. But yes, this is the way we are building Adobe AR experience in Adobe Aero. Yeah, so when it shows on your screen, you think your sticker or the character is too small, you can always change the size. So it's pretty small because now it's only 20 by 20 cm. You can lock it and you can give it a larger size, for example 50, and change it larger. Yeah, so you can always go back to change the size of your sticker, your character, and change the spacing. Yeah. So that's about Adobe Aero.